Oh, stream sniper. No wonder he stream snipes. He's British. I should have known. Anyway, mission dev. This one was made by Banks. November 2030. Starting all of his missions like that, but following the escalation of tensions between NATO and Russia and Georgia, former NATO member state Turkey, in anticipation of a wider conflict, has started to aggressively pursue its interests in the Mediterranean. On the island of Cyprus, it has sent an infantry platoon op for to secure a foothold ahead of, presumably, a full-scale invasion of the Greek side of the island. A small garrison of Greek Army Blue 4 are all that is available to fend off the explorationary Turkish invasion. Game mode is going to be add sector, op 4 attack and blue 4 defending. I would assume variables stats, 1 kilometer view distance, no magnified optics nor NVGs, but the defenders get double the general 125 builder point ratio, instead of getting 250. Medium anti-tank is going to be 1 HE round per side. Blue 4 getting the small op 4 getting an RPG. Alright, interesting. Blue 4 gets uniforms here. Again, breaking things down for the Greek armed forces. You got platoon leader, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR. Grenadier IR have the 40mm hunt IR rounds, which are basically grenades you fire up into the air that are little cameras, and they give you a little eye in the sky view, which is quite cute. You got your machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1 an assistant, and then 2 an assistant. Your recon infantry scout, your designated marksman, which looks to be some sort of 5.56 base platform, but I have the author of the kit in here with me. Maz.
It's just an HK.
Just an HK 416 with a scope. Alright, and then the sniper there, crew leader, crewmen, pilots, medic, and then the base kit. Loadouts otherwise for the Greek forces are going to be L1, A1s, and 416s. Glock has a secondary mini-me and an FN mag for the machine guns. M72 disposable launcher there, an M2010 for the sniper, and then the suppressed shooters get either an MP7 or a Mark 14 EBR, and then the crewmen either get an MP7 or an HK 416. No assets, no crew-served weapons. Going over to Op 4, the uniforms are going to be the Turkish forces here. Breaking everything down, let's go ahead and look down at the DMR guy. That appears to be a Scar H for their marksmen, so they get 7.62 by 5.1 weaponry, whereas Blue 4 get 5.56. Nice. Otherwise, they get HK 338-2s and 416s. Otherwise, Glock 17 has the secondary FN mag and an MG3 for the support weaponry. RPG 26 has a disposable, T5000 for the sniper, and then a choice of a Mark 14 or an MP5 integrally suppressed SD variant, and then an MP5 or an HK 416 for crew and aviation. No assets, no CSW, crew served weapons. Looking over at Op 4 as our attackers here, we got Vagrant commanding again, because I guess no one wanted to take it. Usually commanders can only command once per branch, but if no one takes it, anyone can step up. Blame is going to be the 2IC. Griff as Alpha HQ, aka Alpha Lead. Alpha 1 being led by Rodrig under Griff's command, with Thompson, Present My Love, McKenzie, and Jabby under him. Swola leading Alpha 2 with Banks, Tackleberry, Ash Wheaton, and Eric Kiru, who is just laying down against the water, and I thought I just saw a grenade get thrown by him, but that could have just been a bug. Either way, Guy Fieri leading Bravo HQ with Ban, Shade, Schnuffles, Eichel, Alex, Flux, Michael, Dream, Novix, and Artisan. We have Kane with Bravo 1 and Armageddon as well. I'd imagine they're going to fold into Bravo HQ any moment now. Depso leading Charlie HQ with Sayak, Tymek, Bartek, Adi, Yuka, Lama, Popsy, and Yuru under him. And then Delta being led by Newton with Pierce, Martinez, Fonz, Pinty, Loki, Raposo, Laura, Khalil, Recruit Bravo, Recruit H, and Ant and Coco together. Otherwise, going over to Alpha, we have Holton commanding with Jack as the 2IC and Dekram as the medic. Azuki leading X-Ray with... I just realized Vagrant didn't take an X-Ray for Op 4, but Blue 4 is taking an X-Ray. So X-Ray leading Good Time Saddam, who is the medic. G-Legs as the sniper. Wise as the 2IC. And then Gordon and Hunavar as the suppressed shooters. Gordon go with the suppressed Mark 14. Hunavar going with the MP7. Sam leading Alpha HQ. Under him, he's got Reapers leading Alpha 1 with Seasmo, Ravik, Spiky, Mutants, Galil, and Kabaya. Alpha 2 being led by Olaf with Shy, Green Shade, Tenderbaner, Mellow, Mattifine, and Fred. Again, the E is cut off there. You have to hover over to actually see the full name, because that's just how Arma works. Yanni leading Charlie HQ with Dooley. Under him as a crewman slot, which is weird, because again, there's no assets, but that's fine. Gabian leading Charlie 1 with Nemesis, Whiplash, Perton, Tilsitter, Malin, and Iander. And Nafs leading under Charlie 2 Cullis, Waldo, Dobbs, Azariah, Kazul, and Katz.
Real
And,
quick,
yeah, go ahead.
On the south side of the bridge that's blown up from that little, like, reservoir or whatever, there are vehicles all over the place. There's a bunch at the hospital, there's some at the gas station.
Probably for show, but maybe they're capturable. Only time will tell. But again, another small-ish AO with only a kilometer of walking room. I'd imagine, though, because it's a very thin AO, there is room on the outskirts on the eastern side of Kavala here to work around, but, I mean, it's the urban fight. We might even see some mines displayed here for Blue 4, but otherwise, looking at this sector, Sector 1 is just 2 blocks of random buildings. Sector 2 is in the middle of Agalochori on some construction complexes close to the beach, and Sector 3 is close to the MSR, which is also just a set of random buildings. So nothing special, this is just meant to be an urban CQC slog. Bloodwayne is now giving me a symbol. What? Rewind that? Kavala?
No, before that.
Agalochori?
Yellow
Say it closer to the mic.
A yellow hori.
A yellow hori?
I guess, 'cause
What? A yellow hori?
hori.
Hori?
Yeah.
I could use some hori.
Hori means like a place, like an area.
Okay. So one more time for me.
You're a bitch. Alright.
I don't think that's Greek.
I don't think that was Greek either. I don't know how she got "you're a bitch" from that. It must be foreign.
Things that sound English, but it's actually Greek.
Yeah, who knows? Otherwise, Blue 4, I mean, they have all these build points, but they have this very limited area to do it. What? What'd you say? What did she call me? As a reminder, for the love of God, don't run out of safe start to get in an asset purposefully placed outside of safe start. What? What did they purposely place outside of safe start?
So those vehicles, I would assume.
Ah, so I guess...
Is there some on Blue Force side? Is that who they're talking to?
Because I see Saddam running out. I don't know what he's talking about, though, because he ran all the way out there.
Yeah, there aren't any vehicles on the northern side of this city.
Weird. Maybe it's the south? I don't know. Because Op 4, it looks like they're all just going to stay in one spot and just charge. I mean, there are some vehicles outside of the sector.
Weird.
To the east. Yeah, who knows? Maybe just a general PSA. I don't know. One of the bridges is out. Oh, no. Wonder how that happened. I guess they decided to say, screw that one bridge in particular. Because, you know, Blue 4 could push in and take the bridgeheads. Roar asking if she's back to peg me. No, she is not. But thank you for your concern, I guess. Yes, Boo? Maz, I will BRB 1 second.
I don't think he's gonna come back.
Alright. That had no relation to what you just said, Roar. Shut up. So I'm not sure what Blue 4 is supposed to do with all these build points, since...
I mean, look at what Fred's doing.
they're just making shit. You know what they should do? They should make a giant tower.
Well, Fred made a mini kind of tower, I guess.
Yeah, I don't see...
You put it in a really shitty location.
Good enough. But I'm going to agree with what Gloomo's saying here. I probably butchered that name. I apologize. Not really relevant to this round, admittedly. We often see X-Ray get rolled up on by a Vic in many rounds. Is there a rule saying another squad can't hand off LAT to them? That's actually a good math question.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, so they can give recon LAT if they wanted to.
The only things you can't give is sights to other people.
Yeah.
And that's because, well, I mean, you can. You just won't be able to have a sight of your own.
Yeah.
Unless you trade.
I've seen people trade sites, though. But I thought that same was going somewhere else, and my apologies, but I don't really see X-Ray being useful here. Like, the suppressed shooters, yes, but the sniper, no. Like, unless someone really wants to play Call of Duty trick shot, there's no reason.
No.
Where's Falcon?
It's
Falcon
very
is not playing tonight. He was in chat earlier today, but I think he's getting pegged by his girlfriend, so.
Man, everyone's getting that nowadays.
I guess it's an Arma thing.
Arma community standards.
Oh, I could say something, but I don't want to publicly say it. Based off of things that have happened over the past few days, but anyway. Better than nothing.
So how would you attack this, Liru, if you were up for?
If I was Op 4 command, I'd draw a line and say, go my children. Because this is an urban CQC hellhole. People don't follow orders. They literally just follow a line and see if they can do it. That's what I've been told, at least.
If Op 4 attacks the western bridge, or the western bridges, they'll get fucked. If they try to attack along the beach,
yeah, too open.
The only way I see them actually getting through Sector 1 is if they go around Sector 1, attack Sector 3, then Sector 2, then
yeah.
That right side is going to be their way out.
Wait, Arma players have girlfriends? I mean, no, usually they're guys, but that's besides the point.
That's a legend.
It is a legend.
Look, what the... Look at the Papega Pirates on Op 4. Look on the ground underneath them.
Who needs smoke grenades and pistols when you got guns? They're literally dropping all their weight because they're gonna sprint. I'm calling it now. They're dropping everything they don't think they need just so they can fucking sprint.
Yeah, that's all the flare rounds as well for the grenade launchers. Flex is getting teleported in different spots.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna be surprised if no Blue 4 people go over that Western Peninsula.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just see Op 4 like where they're lined up though. They're gonna do this from the western side, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, Blue 4 setting up on that peninsula would be a decent call, but it's so limited compared to the entirety of the AO. But they do have X-Ray, so I'd imagine X-Ray is gonna try to dominate that position with their sniper. You're right. If they just strip naked, they would, go high speed, low drag. Duh.
Just drop their guns too.
Yep. Oh, definitely. Just use grenades.
That's actually kind of Chad. I would actually quit Arma forever if I got killed by a naked guy with only grenades.
He'd have his vest on, but no, just give all your grenades to one guy and just let him breach. Oh my god.
That's a Papega pirate strategy.
Just go play on the ground just to strip naked with Papega and tell him, hey, give me all your grenades, here's my gun, here's my ammo, have fun. I need 5 grenades, and I will just get 2 more with every kill.
It's like that Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god. And there it goes. Op 4 firing off some GLs too as we see the Great Migration begin. Indeed, the Great Migration has begun. It's the Greek triathlon with oh, what's his name? Honey, who's the Greek guy that died in the first marathon when he ran to warn these people about the attack? Because it was the town of Marathon. Either way, it's a marathon. And oh, lordy lord, the frames. Yep. You're seeing all these GLs firing off to deploy this. Huh? A pities. Fitapides, that's it. Either way, marathon and a shit ton of smoke rounds being fired. Not testicles, you freaking... Oh my god, just look at all that smoke. It might be so much smoke that the server might have trouble rendering it all in. I'm actually curious, where did X-Ray end up? X-Ray is actually going to be over at the open areas to the southeast. Interesting.
It's like mortars right now with GL.
Yeah.
That one actually got real close to Charlie 1.
I mean, GP25s you can range out to 400 meters, and they are within 400 meters of Blue 4, so... Oh my god. And now you got Bayant with an RPG ready to go. He's got a regular AT warhead, which is interesting, because it says that on the mat settings, they only have a single HE. Yeah, they checked up there, they realized it was open, and now they're going for it. Oh my god. The Great Migration continues.
I'm surprised Blue 4 didn't try to hold the river.
I am too. Oh my god, some of them grabbed a Vic, but the bridges are blocked to Vics.
The eastern one is accessible.
Yeah, but who's gonna do that? Oh my god, they drove it through the river, and they're okay, but the Vic is damaged. It lost a wheel. And now the shooting has begun. Thompson got blown up.
Okay, so now look at the positioning of Op 4. It's not gonna happen.
They're gonna do it. They're
Look
going
what
to charge. Machine gun fire on the beach.
There's no way they're gonna be able to cross that.
Now with all these open fields on these blocks, Newton leading.
I mean, they could do it.
Bro, I believe. Now they're
like-
popping smokes.
Oh my
Explosives going off. But it was in the building.
God. That had
It only killed
everybody.
Raposo. Oh no, it killed Vagrant's also dead somehow. That's cute. So Op 4 ground command is dead, so now it's just gonna be a wild charge. Ooh, grenades killing people on point. Someone on Op 4 just died. That was Guy Fieri leading Bravo. Any skulls on Blue 4 yet? No, so Op 4 have lost 3 people. As the charging continues.
Yeah, this is just our strategies right now. Set in the next wave. Oh, here comes Dream.
Dream's charging. Look at him go. Vault the wall, guys.
Flux going in.
All right, Op 4 starting to breach the perimeter. Got Op 4 also going on the eastern side here along the graveyard and the church. More explosives going off as the Vic blows up.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, did that get anyone?
No, and the building tanked all of it.
Amazing. Bayant running into Whiplash Nyander's building. Nyander goes down. Whiplash was in the corner. Tags Bayant. Flux runs in. 360s Whiplash and takes him out.
That was the most glorious thing I've ever been part of.
Oh, did you die from that explosion? I think he died from
No,
that
I actually survived the explosion.
Yeah, he did, and then something else got him.
I don't actually know what got me, but it got me.
So here's my fear. Blue 4 has like a squad over to the east, completely out of position. They could come back and flank later, but Op 4 right now is just charging and pushing Blue 4's positions here in this Blitzkrieg-style fight.
So, a bit of insight.
Yes.
We were told if you died with a smoke in your inventory, you are a failure.
I see.
That's vagrant for you.
Yep. I'm fairly certain all my friends died.
Oh, they're still
Your
kicking.
friends are doing good jobs.
Oh my god, my friend!
Only guy in
I do appreciate the traps that Blue 4 has made. There's been multiple explosives that have gone off, but they've just been ineffective because the building has been taking most of it.
I was shouting about how I dislike the story part at the start, and then I got told off.
Ratvolk taken out.
Blue 4 coming on the rear of Arma. Ooh, I don't know.
So getting hit by Seismo. Now you're starting to hit a brick wall, but at the same time, Artisan might have just thrown an explosive. That kills Gabing and the Blue 4 guy that was running out there. Grenades getting thrown into Seismo's building as well, as Op 4 is trying to sweep and clear Sector 1. Sector 1 only has 2 more guys remaining on the other corner as Op 4 is aggressively sweeping. This is going to smash through Blue 4's line and cause Blue 4 to quickly pull back, but Op 4 is going to be pushing those positions as well. I think Op 4 might actually have a possibility here of a chance in hell of winning this.
Our plan was follow the beach, and we all abandoned that town.
Yeah, I see that. Artisan finds Azariah as Azariah was shooting at Yanni. That was weird. Artisan coming around. He's going to reload, thinking he needed to pull his handgun out because he was being flanked.
This
And
is
he
where
still-
Op 4 demo would be so crucial.
Oh, yeah. And we do have Artisan here who does, he isn't the demo specialist.
Oh, yeah, demo charging out.
Oh, boy. There goes Cullis.
He was standing right underneath it. Or above it.
Yeah, the other Blue 4 guys, they heard it and they pulled away. So now you got 3 Blue 4 guys in the sector here as Op 4's charging in to take the rest. Malin coming in to be the 4th guy. Grenades being thrown.
Oh my god.
Clips Malin.
Thompson just shot his buddy Quinn as he climbed over.
Ooh. Grenade gets thrown, but he was in a building, so he's okay. Malin Azariah taking fire.
I have no clue what happened through half of this.
Chaos.
Blue 4's coming around to potentially encircle Op 4 at Sector 1, but if they take the sector, they'll just defuse to the other 2 sectors. So it's just a chase. Really, it's these 4 Blue 4 guys holding the remains here. As Artisan gets, I think, both Puritan and Azariah there. No, just Azariah. Puritan pulled away. Puritan breaching in a 2v1. He gets taken out. Yanni joining the fight, catching one of them in the reload. As he runs out, finds another shooter, only get knocked out by Malin. Griff now debating pulling out. He does. Goes for Malin, takes him out, and pulls back as Yanni runs out of ammo. Now it's just Yanni holding that sector, and all hell is about to break loose. As Yanni now pushes, runs into Michael. And he gets taken out. And there's Sector 1. Now you're going to see Op 4 charge the other 2 sectors with their remaining force. Blue 4 has the number advantage right now. But Op 4 is going to run.
They died with 5 kills.
And now Blue 4 is trying to desperately pull back to other defensive lines as I predicted. Op 4 is actually being a little slow to push. You got Artisan already charging out. Some guys charging to the other sector, that is Sector 3, but they've slowed down. I don't know, Blue 4's been able to properly pull back here. This might be it. Because Op 4 doesn't have the manpower to really smash through additional lines. You got Green Shade coming around to where some Op 4 guys are down here. Behind him, he's got some more Blue 4 guys coming around. I think that's X-Ray. Oh, man. Arma Jesus pulling around. Green Shades still within striking distance here, but he's content with staying in that building. As you have Op4 just crawling this squad up. I think Pierce is leading them, which is why they're lagging behind, because I'm going to be honest, Milsim players tend to be a lot more slow and cautious than casual players.
Cringe.
Shut up.
Why be slow when you have the shift key?
Good point.
Oh my god.
Can't argue with that logic.
And now, I mean, all the shooting has practically stopped as Blue 4 is pulled back to their secondary defensive positions. And Op 4 is pretty much taking a knee.
I think everyone's in shock that that worked.
Green Shade spotted and gets into a three-way fight. But he kills Pierce, so now we might actually see this other group move quicker since Pierce is dead. Arma G is running around getting more kills here. Mello throwing a grenade just over the wall. Arma Jesus gets around the corner. Still takes damage from that grenade, though. And then Newton shoots at him. That's cute. But yeah, I don't understand why Op4 is holding here. They have to be regrouping or trying to figure out what to do next.
Also, Command's dead.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he was one of the first two to die.
Yeah, he died quite a while in, but no one cares.
How did he die, Dream?
How did he die? Look at this. Look at the, like, take the start of this round, and then just think, and then you'll have your answer.
What, did someone shoot him in the back of the head?
He was gunned down by something.
Well, yeah, but he's in a lowland in the river.
Then yes, he was probably gunned
Probably
down.
sniped and his body rolled back. Still little to no movement by Op4. You've got some Blue 4 guys getting right on top of Op4 in a building they're in. Martinez decided to look away from the window at the worst possible time when he gets mag dumped. I'm waiting to see Op4 make a decision here on where to push. Blue 4 still outnumbered. Oh, man. I was hoping this would just be like a 15-minute charge in, one and done, but now this is diffusing into this, where people realize that the rush has lost momentum, and now...
I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you guys for a day.
Alright, see you, Maz.
Skibbity boop.
Adios.
Schnuffel's trying to fire over at Shy in that one building. Now we have some people starting to move to Sector 3. That's the more lightly defended one with only 4 dudes, so only, 3 to 4 people pushing it. Could be enough. Op 4, meanwhile, that's group to the south has turned around. They have a man down, but Blue 4 also just lost a guy. Wise line up some shots, double taps one of the unconscious guys. Also trying to hit Pity, but Wise then shoots at Pity in the middle of the road there. It's Loki who is now there. And then in front of him, Mittens was pushing up, but now he is stalled. Novix got hit. He woke back up as Tackleberry was administering medical. You got Mello, who's come around now. Shooting over at Thompson. Griff now opening up on Mello, who has pulled back behind the corner. And Op4 is making a decision to push all of its forces to Sector 3, which I think they're going to be able to get. It's just a matter of how many casualties will they take for then the final fight to happen at Sector 2. Numbers-wise, things are still pretty even here, so we'll just have to see how things goes. But Hamilton, thank you for the 5 gift subs. If you're going to sub from Hamilton, make sure you thank him. I hope you all keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Say thank you even if you didn't get one.
Now. Alright, so Mello now letting some more guys push up. He clips Mittens. Mittens blindly firing back. Unable to land the kill as Loki fired at him. Now Loki's pushing. We're going to see a grenade throw. Yep, there it is. Bit of a bad bounce. Mello throws a grenade. That's going to land on the roof. Mello still thrown for half a second as he got up as the grenade went off, so that kind of saved him. Loki now breaching around. Ooh, Mello almost got Loki there through the window. Door is shut as that bad bounce happens. That's going to keep Mello there as he rolls back, and the grenade gets him. Tough play right there for Mello.
It's funny, I'm in the server, but I'm watching your stream because I can't be asked to move my mouse.
Amazing. Oh, we got Novix pushing a building here. Azuki is above him. I wonder if he heard that door. He did not. But Novix missed his initial shots, but still takes a headshot by Novix. 3 people in the sector now as Op4 starts to rush it. This could still go either way, admittedly. You got Jack firing down the street here. Not sure if he landed a kill, but I don't see any bodies. Good time Saddam firing down over by Artisan. Khalil getting taken out as he blindly fires a GL. More Op4 pushing into the sector here. We now are down to 2. Over here, Schnuffles prepping a grenade. It's gonna not do much, unfortunately. We got Legs and Y's coming around. Loki, I think, just finished bandaging. Confirms Malo is dead down there. Got some Hunt IR rounds going up as well as Op4 is trying to figure out what to do. And we have Shy folding in, trying to hit Arma Jesus, and gets the kill. Ouch.
Well, I guess this is Jesus before Easter.
What? Anyway, Artisan going into the final building here. Throws a charge and quickly runs out. That is going to take them out. Artisan's probably yelling at Novix to get back, and the building goes down, but Sam and Humavar are still alive. Artisan running in to sweep them up, kills Hunavar. Sam running around, gets into the little construction area back here. He is now charging. Gets into the small building. Camps the corner. Shuffles blindly firing back as Jack fired at him from a building. And Sam's going to be able to hold this sector for a little bit longer. But Blue Force still outnumber Op4 at this point. Shy now firing at Thompson, getting a lot of shots and gets him. Artisan, I think, coming into Newton's building, maybe because he thinks that's an enemy gun. But he sees that it's a friendly. So Sam has successfully evaded elimination here. His Artisan went to the other guy. Such an Arma moment, yeah, right? This is Krusty Krab.
Just like
this
I
is
evade
Patrick.
taxes.
Oh, okay, Dream. Yeah, so he's just gonna chill right here. Yeah, and Op4 is just wrangling their brains trying to find where this one guy is. Newton might find that doorway. He comes in as Sam was throwing something, but Sam still gets the headshot. More smokes coming around. Now you might have Novix come over here and try to figure out what's going on. More smokes popped. Oh, and Novix got the headshot on Sam in their Sector 2. Now they're going to have to move to Sector 3. That's going to be the toughie because there's only 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Op4 guys, and Blue 4 has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's actually pretty close. But both sides are a little stagnated here, and they're all pretty much different sets of stragglers. Op4 have more guys because they were all trying to take Sector 3 there, but how many are going to actually rally and move together here? Ouch. That's the one issue within staying in a position. Yeah. That is the one issue with staying in a single position for so long. Eventually, you are going to get outflanked and taken out. And Jack, he was up there for quite a bit. And I was waiting to see Op4 try to move up to his position, but nope, Schnuffles had already gotten that. You got Ash Ryan up here. He is engaged by Galil and Holton in this little bunker outside of the sector. So it's only Cats and Dobbs. Waldo could run it at any time. Nafs and Grab could also run it at any time. But this is what we've set up here too. Wise and G-Legs are on the rear of this Op 4 team as they're starting to move in. But now it's just going to be a CQC hellhole. And I
That's the best kind, because they kill each other. Not even their own friends.
All right, Ash might find a decent firing angle from up here. But he's got to find targets from that position. I don't think he's going to see much from that area.
Don't be silly, Falcon. Only you can lone wolf.
Yeah, Falcon, you're the only one in FNF that gets in trouble for lone wolfing. Think about it. It's all just a government conspiracy against you, buddy. All right, so we have a green smoke grenade going off. That's attracting other Op 4 players here. However, G-Leg saw that. He throws a grenade up, but is unable to get it over the fence. Jabby wasn't sure what he was, I'm not sure what he was firing at right there. Probably a pre-fire on the corner, and then he stopped after realizing there was nothing over there. Hydrate? I just hydrated. I'm actually out of water now, so... Alright, so we got 5 guys on the no, 6 guys on the southern side against these 2 blue 4 guys. So let's see what they can do in the meantime. As Jabby's breaching this area on his own. Wise trying to move in. Rodrigue. Both of them fire at each other from the window. Jabby now engaging the window. G-Leg's trying to run, and he's the sniper, though, so he only has a secondary with him at the moment. So is he trying to come around the rear? No, he stops short. Tries to put a grenade in the window, but it bounces off the frame. Wise getting taken out by Jabby. Jabby about to be flanked by G-Legs, though. And Jabby never saw it coming. Rodrigue camping from the stairwell. G-Legs wasn't able to see that through the little slit. Rodrigue might hear him, though. He comes around, double taps the body as G-Legs runs in. I mean, if people evenly trade as well, this will be interesting. But more of Op 4's going to come in. I was about to say, no, he just double tapped him. Okay. Rodrigue running out. G-Legs ran back into the building over there. No, he ran around it. He might try to vault the wall. Yep, just to try to throw off whoever's still in there. Rest of Op 4 have now pulled away, and they're going to try to attack from the southern side. As you have these 3 now coming in from the north. And a bit of a V formation. Sniped by a pistol. It happens. G-Leg's now trying to crawl up, maybe to get on this so he can then get on the building. Nope, it looks like you're just trying to get around. Now you got this 3-man group breaking away as they're engaging. Looks like Nemesis fired at them, or they spotted Nemesis. He's managing right now, so they probably spotted him, got a hit on him. And now they're defusing to run into the sector here. Rodrigue and G-Legs in a firefight here. Neither side comes out on top. Rodrigue following as G-Legs quickly maneuvers around. Oh my god. This. Oh no, Rodrigue. Oh man, that's funny. Ash, meanwhile, on the second story here as Holton is running around. We still have these 3 Op 4 guys around here with Nemesis holding from the building. Nem does have a mini-me, though. Might spot Artisan. He does not. But Artisan isn't looking up there either. Artisan instead spotted by Dobbs. And he gets picked off. So we got this other 3-man team coming around. Rodrigue and G-Legs still playing chicken with each other. G-Legs pulled back to bandage. Rodrigue might now just move into the objective area itself. It is currently 3, 6, 7 versus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because Nem, I think, just killed Schnuffles up there. Very close game. But it's all just cat and mouse at this point. Shadow, I told you, my water, I ran out.
And it shouldn't be close. That's the thing. Redfall's
It's
plan should
FNF.
not make this close.
It's FNF. You never know what the hell's gonna happen.
FNF.
Holton coming up as Novix watches, and Novix gets him. It's really funny how this is swinging either way at this point. Op 4 down to 5, Blue 4 down to 8. 3-person number advantage. Only 25 minutes of the round have officially gone by, not including 15-minute safe start. Nafs getting the shot on Novix through the window as Nafs camps the rooftop of a building. Op 4's down to 4. Our contenders are Ash, Rodrig, Coco, and Laura. They're going to be fighting to take the sector from G-Legs, Galil, Waldo, Katz, Stubbs, Grav, Nafs, and Nemesis. Op 4 are in a bit of a pickle because Blue 4 has a 2-to-1 numbers advantage on them. Blue 4 is also playing defense, so they're allowed to camp and basically hold that one sector. And Op 4 have to be worried about Blue 4 sending forces in to counterattack them because Blue 4 have that number advantage, and that's why we have people like G-Legs stalking Op 4 players. Whew. Why are Coco and Laura pulling away? I actually think they're lost. Oh no, they can't be lost though, because if you open the map, it'll show your exact position. So I don't know. They were with a third person who got shot, so I guess they're thinking, okay, going that way is bad, because here's that body. So now are they gonna just like do this massive outflank instead? Ugh. I get the thinking, don't get me wrong, but you know, from a management standpoint, it's just like, okay, that's just gonna extend the entire round for everyone involved. Ash throwing a grenade. Nada. And then he tries to cross the road with no concealment and gets headshotted by Nemesis. 3 people left. Roderick might have just spotted G-Legs as he turned the corner there. Oh, back into the massive map viewer. Rodrig was spotted by Katz. Katz trying to put a few rounds on Rodrig there. Roderick now going downstairs. Now we wait. So maybe Op 4 are trying to get these two guys to meet up with Rodrig, as G-Legs has now successfully folded back into his forces here, and you have Nemesis still playing defense. He's folded back into the sector. Nafs and Grav are looking around Ash's body, seeing if there's anyone else. Op 4 are completely retreating back to Sector 3. Oh, man. Thank you, Swell. I appreciate the 69. I hope you had fun. I think you were on FNF tonight, right? Regardless, thank you for all the support, man. I deeply appreciate it. AT fired in that one building by Nafs. Called out probably by Katz. Seriously, it means a lot, though. I'm tired today. It's been a long week.
Sending some love, X-Swalla.
Because the Starship Trooper unit I was working with have decided to dissolve because of the shenanigans that happened 2 days ago with BI banning a few mod developers and removing all Fallout, Starship Trooper, Mass Effect, and some Star Wars mods from the workshop for IP rights violations, blah, blah, blah. I'm totally okay with that. I'm just annoyed that I spent like 5 hours this week working on rescripting all their air assets, working on potentially redoing the damage that their bugs did. You know, all of the work I've done for, you know, making Opstra, and then I just get told, I don't even get told by their leadership, I get told by one of their members, hey, like, they're thinking about liquidating the unit. And then, yeah, so I'm like, okay. There goes all that time and investment. Like, I should have just said, I should have just played on the ground and enjoyed it instead of investing all that time in. But hey, you know, I'll pick it up with my own framework for a few weeks on the Saturday slot. I appreciate Private. I appreciate it. So we'll just rocking out the dream, jeez. Did Nash just... No. No, that wasn't... Yeah, so he pre-fired the corner. I guess he got confused on which building Rodrigue was in, or Rodrigue was in there and he pulled away. This is just gonna be such a slippery 20 minutes or so. You know, as I said, I look down, I look back up, Coco gets knocked out and his battle buddy gets eliminated. So it's just up to Rodrigue. Grav double tap. I also love how Grav took a crewman slot and is still alive, and he had his weapon on the left stance too. That's brilliant. All eyes on Rodrigue. Let's go. What is he on? No kills. Being as slippery as he can to try to make it into this sector. Are we going to see a comeback? Unlikely, but hey, the spirit of Audrey Hotto lives on in FNF, so you never know what might happen. He sees Nem. Takes the shot a touch too late. And now all of Blue 4 knows he is there. So Rodrigue, knowing that he has shot his gun, he has alerted the Horde. And now he will reposition. Blue 4 is now cautiously looking up in that direction. Alright, so he's starting to move around the left side. If Blue 4 did the dumb thing and pushed everyone out to find him, then Rodrigue might be able to snipe the sector on the rear, but he's got Katz, Dobbs, and Waldo all holding it, which granted, this is, I think, the most open sector of all of them because it's just construction complexes. The border is literally right here. So he could potentially 3-tap these guys and then run into the sector and capture it. So the fight, it's a 1v3. He has a GL. He's got people on the rooftop. Dobbs might have just seen him. He does not, but, I mean, he's got people, yeah, going on the rooftops, so they'll be easy targets. He could theoretically still win this, because Dobbs has a blind spot right now. Katz is completely exposed. Rodrigue could take him out. Katz quick to run down. Someone else was shooting. I don't know at what. Now Nemesis is pulling back. But Rodrigue, if he wasn't able to make that shot at that angle, I don't think there's a chance. And now he's taking fire from Waldo, maybe even Dobbs was firing through that little opening. And now all of Blue 4 is folding back, so I think he just lost that opportunity there, unfortunately. Another burst goes out, but doesn't land him anything. I think that was that Nemesis, and now Blue 4 starting to breach the building. Oh, boy. Rodrigue hears the footsteps around him. He knows. He knows. But no, Blue 4 don't sweep. Instead, they're going for the sector. So now he's gonna push. I can't believe this went from, like, 10 minutes of crazy action all the way extended to the 15-minute warning as we have this last person trying to survive. Oh, man. Yeah, blue on blue. Let's do it. Oh, they found him, guys. Yeah. There's Roderick. He kills someone on the roof, and you still have someone in X-ray all the way back there. AT blindly fired. Cat's trying to get the kill. Roderick running down. Oh my god. Literally, just the world wants this to last. Galil with the AT. Roderick doing a quick tack reload as Cats pushes his position. He doesn't know he's up here yet. Cats comes around. Did you only have 2 bullets in that magazine you just put in your gun? What is this freaking hide and seek tag BS? Oh my god. Grab coming around, but Roderick dodges! What is this? What is this? And he gets blown away by Naps and Nemesis up on the 2nd story. My freaking god. What was that? What was that? Blue 4 is 1. Anyway, we'll be back in a little under 2 hours for the NA branch, and I'll play some DayZ afterwards. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Shout out to Hamilton for the 5 gifts, and Swola for the 69. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one, and go operate operationally.